right, we're going to try this again. Production Instagram fail. Apple iPhone fail. Which happens sometimes. All right. Let me know if you peeps can't hear me. This is Ask Andy Anything. Ask me anything you want. Anything you want. Anything you want. Ask anything you want. We're going to try this again. I have 4 tickets. 2 pairs of 2. There we go. 2 pairs of 2 tickets to give away for the Browns Commanders. 50-yard line. Good. There we go. We're good now. Ask me anything you want, ladies and gentlemen. Fire away. Fire away. We can talk Guardians. You want to talk about your favorite Aaron Savali moment. Browns. Buckeyes football. What's going on with the Pac-10 Big 12. A lot of stuff going on there in college football. Obviously the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell rumors. What's going to happen. Can you give the guards a grade for their trade deadline? A C-. I'm not happy about the Aaron Savali trade. Jim Bowden wrote an article today, and I agree with Jim Bowden. I didn't understand. I did not understand the trade at all. RJS and Nettie, why are you the way you are? I grew up in a sports family. I live and die with these teams. I have a full-time job. I also do BelieveInTheLand.com. Go to BelieveInTheLand.com. Sign up for the newsletter, RJ and everybody else. So I'm passionate about sports. I live my life through sports. I do other things too. I direct documentaries. I directed a film called Believe Land, War in the Diamond, but I love sports. It's been a while. SD, how you doing, brother? Will we make the playoffs, guards? Yes. The Twins are losing 7-0 to the Cardinals. The Twinkies are terrible. What's amazing about all this is I do think they're going to make the playoffs. I really do. It's your boy Jelly Jar. Jelly Jar, where the hell have you been? How do you see Baker doing next season? Terribly. I think he's going to get taken over by Kyle Trask. I saw a report yesterday or the day before. I saw from NFL or Pro Football Focus. I can't remember which one. Baker's going to get benched. Browns midfield logo. I think they should do the helmet. Where's Karinchak? He's with Plesac at a bar. doing yoga. Karinchak's in AAA, and I don't think it's a good sign they have not brought him up. If they thought Karinchak could do something, they would bring his ass up now. Little bar getting knocked down for housing. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. Is that true, Ray Peterson? That's a terrible story. I think that's awful. Awful. I hate to hear that. Will Josh Naylor be in the future for the Tribe? Yes, I do. I think Josh Naylor's here long term. The Bo Naylor thing really helps. He is obviously upset. The whole team, look, for Antonetti and for Chernoff to have to go to Houston to have a team meeting for accountability means it didn't go well with the players. Reminder, you want Browns Commanders tickets. Sign up, BelieveInTheLand.com. Go all the way down the bottom, sign up for our newsletter. Just enter your email address. We'll pick 2 random renters on Sunday. Brewfest, see you there. BrewfestWD.com. Even though our hitters for the Guardians struggled all year, why are we giving the hitting coach a pass? Okay, so I have 2 things on that, E-Hall. One is the Guardians need to make better in-game adjustments. I hear you on that. I don't believe Felica is all to blame here, though. The one thing that bothers me, E-Hall, is a philosophy. I think the Guardians need to bunt more. And I know everybody's going to go like, no! The Guardians are built on contact and speed. Bunt. Put pressure on the defense. No one on this team's bunting this year. Last year, the Guardians actually bunted quite a bit. I'd love to see them bunt some more. But Felica and the hitting has been awful. The biggest culprit of this now, to me, is Jimenez. Jimenez has to start playing better. E-Hall 132, thank you. J.S. Pill 2003. What do you think will happen with Donovan Mitchell after this season? I think he's going to come back. The biggest thing with Donovan Mitchell for the Cavs is just keep winning. In the NBA, big superstars like Donovan Mitchell hold out as long as possible to make as much money as possible and see what the best situation is. So I don't think he's going anywhere after this season. I really don't. I don't think he's going to re-sign until the very last second, though, 2 years from today. Savali was a joke, says Jake Ferrier. The others made so much sense. Look, I know Savali was hurt, but Savali actually pitched well this year. And before he got hurt in Wrigley in 2021, Savali actually showed sign of being a very good pitcher. I don't like that trade. I want to win this year for the Guardians. And by the way, they need starting pitching anyways. And then trade your starting pitching? I just don't. I'm with Jim Bowden. I don't like that trade. How many schools will be in the Big Ten 2026? 18. Oregon, Washington is just a matter of time. And I think soon Virginia and Carolina. I don't think it's much longer. I think it's going to be 2 to 3 conferences. It's easy. SEC and Big Ten. And I think very, very soon the Pac-12 is just going to be a distant memory. Remember the Southwest Conference? No one does. No one's going to remember the Pac-12 either soon. Football wins still based on a good running back. Yes, you can win. Law Irish, here's the big thing I can't understand. It's not sexy in analytics. It's not sexy to run the ball. You can run the ball and win. You can run Nick Chubb and win games. You have to be able to throw, but you can run the ball. It's not that bad. I directed the film Believe Land. I produced over 100 films. I produced a film called Youngstown Boys, The Two Escobars, Winning Time, The Announcement, just to name a few. Worked at ESPN for 16 years. Chubb over 1,000? Absolutely, yes. I hope he's a rushing leader. I don't think Chubb's going to be the rushing leader in the league. He's going to have over 1,000 yards, though. Esty, do you say you're doing a giveaway? Yes, I am. Sign up at BelieveInTheLand.com. Sign up for our newsletter, Esty. All you do is you put in your email address. We're going to be picking 2 winners for 2 tickets, Commanders and Browns, 50-yard line, it's next Friday. So again, BelieveInTheLand.com. Sign up for our newsletter. You go all the way to the bottom. You put in your email address. We pick 2 winners on Monday morning. Do you actually like the Guardians name? Or do you miss Indians and Chief Wahoo? The Guardians name to me is fine, Matt. Obviously, I grew up as an Indians fan. And so I grew up with the name Indians and Tribe. I'm not as attached to names as other fans are. My dad got very upset about what happened to the name change. There's other people I know who I love who got very upset about it. I think after the Browns thing in 95, I just want teams staying in Cleveland. So I don't mind the name Guardians, to be honest with you. But I know others do, and I understand it. It's just not me. I'm fine with it. Bryant Wooster, is there a chance if McCord or Brown doesn't step up, Lincoln Kindholtz a shot? Yes. If you listen to Ryan Day's press conference, Bryant, I think Lincoln Kindholtz has a good chance. He got asked a question, Ryan Day did at Big Ten Media Day, who's your starting quarterback? And he went on a parade of compliments to Lincoln. I think Kindholtz is in the running. I have not been impressed so far, and it's been 1 spring game, Bryant. I have not been impressed with McCord or Brown. And clearly neither has Ibarra in Columbus. Oh, Jake, I grew up in Columbus, brother. Favorite Guardians, I went to school at Bishop Watterson. I know Little Bar. Favorite Guardians prospect, Espino. I know he's hurt right now. Because everybody else is up now. I guess I have to give it to him, Espino. I like Valera, but I haven't seen much of Valera yet. Outside of the 1 or 2 games he's played for the Guardians. So there you go. $20, buddy boy. I think Naylor is mad, Jalen, yes. Chubb, lifelong Brown. He is, I hope so. I think Nick Chubb really represents the Cleveland Browns. Go to Believe in the Land. That is our new media company, BelieveInTheLand.com. Check us out. We do all sorts of writing. How are you doing, Jared? That was a tough sweep today. I was really bummed out about the no-hitter. I was kind of resigned to what happened today. No, I don't think it's Tito's last year, Law Irish. I don't. I think he's got more years in him, but I'll say this. I think this year has been a trying year for Tito. It's the first time in his Guardians, Indians tenure I think Tito's really battled. I love Francona. Would never fire him. What do you think the Cavs will do with Mitchell after this upcoming season? Bring him back. I don't think they're going to trade him at all. You cannot trade Donovan Mitchell. You have to try to win as much as possible. They have a 2-year window to prove to Mitchell and to Mobley and to Garland. They have to get together and win. In the NBA, you only get so many chances as superstars. Win. This year's going to drain Tito out of managing. It might, D. Blair. I don't think it will, but it's been trying. Tito's last year? No. Kevin Cash? I'm not a Kevin Cash fan. Kevin Cash and what happened in Game 7 of the World Series bums me out a lot. He should have never taken... I think it was Snell who pitched in 2020 in that game. That bummed me out. That was a bad managerial decision. Kevin Cash is a good manager. He's not Tito Francona. Where Andres turning around... Oh, boy, Indians. Indians 1344. It's a $1 million question. Andres Jimenez has really had a flipping year from the year before. It's been a 180. I mean, guy does not look confident. Does not look confident. And they said today, was listening to the broadcast. I can't remember if I was listening to Hammy or to the television, but he's got some problems right now with I think it was Hamilton who's talking about his hitting. He's really having a hard time making adjustments. Guards have an organizational hitting problem. B. Cato, they've got to get more power. I will say this: they've got to get a power hitter or two. They have to. You see Bell homer in his first game in Miami. E. Hall, of course he did. You going to be at the Browns home opener? Possibly. I have kids that play I have kids in middle school that play middle school football, so I can't guarantee it. Chubb at 29. Chubb at 29 is. I don't know what you're saying there, A-Train. Josh Bell home run already. Yeah, someone just said the same thing, Patrick. What is going on, Donovan Mitchell? I think he's fine. I think it's a bunch of rumors, Esty. I think there's a lot of people who want Donovan Mitchell to leave. He's not going anywhere these next 2 years, obviously. They should not trade him. Cavs have to win. You have a 2-year window with a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who's one of the top 15. He's an All-NBA player last year. Win with Mitchell. He's not going to leave. Tough Cleveland question. Stadium, mustard, or Burtman's? There is only one stadium mustard. One. He runs around a lot, and I think it's the sixth inning. Can we still win the division? A-Train, absolutely. What's the score now? I think it's still 7-0. 7-0. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I think it's still 7-0 Cardinals. 7-0 Cardinals. Yeah. Shout out to my dad, Tom, director of Lakewood. There you go. Shout out, Dad. Your name is Tom, director of Lakewood. He loves turning into you after every game. All right, Tommy. You keep watching. You hit like. Go to BelieveInTheLand.com. Sign up for our newsletter. A chance to win Commanders and Browns tickets in Patreon 87. Aside from maybe punching power, does Stipe have any advantage over John Jones? I don't follow the sport. I can't even comment. I cheer for Stipe. I've got one for you, Andy. Jay Dizzle hit me. I apologize. I love Stipe. I don't follow the fighting stuff. All the good pitching in our last no-hitter is 19. I know, Lynn Barker. Perfect game, by the way. What do you think of the Dolans? I like the Dolans. I'm the one guy who will admit it. I like the Dolans. They treat me very nicely, so that's a part of it. I think the Dolans do what they can do. Why I'm saying that is baseball's not a shared revenue sport. It isn't like the NFL and the NBA where the pool of money goes out to all the owners. It goes to the local markets. So Cleveland Guardians make a good sum of their money by local market dollars. And it's obviously not going to be as much as Chicago or Boston or New York or LA or San Diego. So that's what I think. I think people get too hard on the Dolans. Economically and fiscally, they can never match up because they don't get the same ad revenue. They get paid for cable dollars. It's just that simple. Yes, we can, A-Train. Oh, he ranked at 29. That is a joke. Your Browns prediction. Oh, God. Irish Law. I want to see Deshaun Watson play in 2 preseason games. And then ask me again. Today, as of August 2nd, it's 10-7. But I'm worried about Deshaun Watson. I think they'll make the postseason. If you had to pick one head coach for the Browns to potentially replace Stefanski, who would be your choice? I actually would tell you this, Jay Dizzle. I'm gonna give you a wild card and then another one. I like Bubba Ventrone. I would fire Stefanski today and hire Bubba Ventrone to be the head coach. I like Stefanski as a person. I don't think he's a good head coach. I do not believe in Stefanski. Don't believe him. I would hire Bubba Ventrone in a second. If you want to give like a real answer. Oh, my gosh. Who's out there that you would love to hire? I mean, I got to think about that some more. Is it Sean Payton just got rehired? Maybe. No. You know what? I will. Let me think on Jay Dizzle. I do like Bubba Ventrone. I think Bubba Ventrone's going to be a coach. I would actually try to hire away Mike Tomlin from the Steelers, but that will never happen. Or Jimmy Harbaugh. I think Harbaugh could do it again. Who cares what the Twins are doing, B. Cato? Always good to see you. Buy some merch. Is this team done with the year? No, I don't think they're done. No. I think the Minnesota Twins are just as bad as the Guardians. Why can Tampa Bay afford to give Wander Franco? Look, B. Cato. They do things they have Guardians and Rays are very similar in how they spend money. So, I can't get into one contract, but they do spend a similar amount of money. Best Browns player after Jim Brown's Otto Graham. It's not even a question. Jim Brown's 1, Otto Graham 2. It's not even close. New stadium, roof or no roof? I would say I want a dome you can open and close. I love the cold weather thing, but I'm not naive. Bringing a dome to Cleveland brings Final Four, brings other things like a national championship game in college football. Have to sweep the eye tokes. Yes, have to take out the garbage. What's the deal with the injuries of wide receiver? It makes me nervous. I don't know. I'm nervous about wide receiver. I wish they would have signed D-Hop. I said that from the beginning. I wish they would have signed D-Hop. Jimmy Harbaugh is my answer, Jay Dizzle. I do like Bubba Ventrone. I think Bubba Ventrone's going to be head coach. I really do. Think we could beat those Cal Steelers? Yes. Realistic expectations for the Browns, 10-7, but I need to see Deshaun Watson play. SD, I'm really nervous about Deshaun Watson. How many $300 contracts have we ever dished out? Probably not a lot, DK, to be honest with you. No Yanks this year. Guards got to make the postseason. I agree with you. This is the year. They got to make it or everybody's going to get fired. 10-7, A-Train. I know, I saw that. All of these moves by the Guardians are causing me to consume too many alcoholic beverages. Hey, but on the bright side, at least Lindor is stuck on a rebuilding. There you go, Nexus. Do you think Sticks will be back next season? I keep hearing Indians 13-44. They are contemplating Tommy John. It's obviously a serious one. Jay Dizzle would hire Peyton Manning. Obviously that'd be great. Can he win? I want to win games. You could hire anybody. I just want to win. I know Peyton Manning's got a huge pedigree. I know Archie Manning's. I worked and produced on the film The Book of Manning's. Know the Mannings well. Peyton Manning would be a great hire, sure, but they got to win. Think Chubb and Watson can help the Browns? Of course they can, yes. If Chubb has 25 carries a game, the Browns. I agree with Cam Holmes. I want as many carries as possible. I think Shane's not going to do anything Irish law. I get the feeling Shane Bieber's thinking about his next contract. I'll leave it there. And obviously he has instant credibility. Tell me who you're thinking, Jay Dizzle. Not after this season, A-Train. Bieber will be trading this offseason. I'd be shocked if Bieber's on the roster in 2024. Shocked. He'll be trading the offseason. BelieveInTheLand.com. You want Commanders, Browns tickets? Sign up for our newsletter. BelieveInTheLand.com. Believe in the Land, where you get daily articles from myself, Tony Camino, Todd Hall, son Riley Hall, Dog. Everyone works on it. Everyone. We run a family sweatshop. Sign up today. How are we feeling about Watson this season? Nerve-wracking. I want to see Watson play. I have trust in the defense. I'm worried about Watson. Who will we get for him? Hopefully a big power bat A-Train for Bieber. Will Cal be back next season? Yes. Peyton Manning, there you go. What are your thoughts on streaming on network bids and sports? Irish law, I am surprised. I'll give you a general answer and then a specific one. I cannot get over how the Pac-12 was just dissolved. The Pac-12, when I was in my heyday at ESPN, was a huge conference with big mega deals. And now that UCLA and USC are gone, Apple TV for the Pac-12 makes no sense. They need to split those teams. Pac-12 is going to, I mean, Paul Feinbaum said it's true. They're dust. It reminds me of the Southwest Conference in the 80s going into the 90s. Is this going to dissolve soon? What I would say is this. Conferences, and I worked for some in the past, want to make money. They're going to do whatever makes the most money. So whether it's Apple TV, YouTube, or ESPN, ABC, they are here to make the money. I think it's all too much, too, with all the platforms, but it's all about the money. Dolan's going to empty your pockets for Juan Solo? No. I don't no. I would not empty my pockets for Juan Soto, to be honest with you. I don't trust the defense. They got high. Cam, this is a different year. I'm worried about Deshaun Watson. Zadarius Smith, I like how he talks. I like the energy he's bringing. Tomlinson, Schwartz, Emerson's a star. Star. He's a star. And I wrote about it and talked about it before anybody else did today. I wrote about it last week on BelieveInTheLand.com. Check it out. Write often about Emerson. They are going to be good on defense. Do you think we're going to get a right-handed bat for Shane Bieber? God, I hope so. Caden Phillips, I'm not sure if Eckler over Chubb. Yeah, that is crazy. Chubb's a much better player. Soto or Fernando Tatis? Neither. Tatis having a good year. Name your all-time Cavs. Starting five, Andy. Mark Price, Austin Carr, LeBron James, Kevin Love. I guess Kyrie Irving's a hit the shot. You could obviously go Larry Nance. You could obviously go Hot Rod Williams. But I say Austin Carr. Austin Carr. Price. You got to go Mark Price. LeBron James, obviously. He's number one. There's not even a number two. And then I go Kevin Love, and even though he drives us crazy, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving had the shot of a lifetime. NIL thoughts, I like it, Irish law. Teams have got to figure it out. I have no problem with NIL money. I love kids making money. I'm a big fan of it. Do you think more speed will enable him to have a breakout year? Yes. I like the fact that right now that Moore is getting hyped up and he's hungry to show people wrong. MJ Everson, he's going to be great. I said my bold prediction's used too much. Emphatic this prediction. I think Myles Garrett will win Defensive Player of the Year. I'm being serious. Where do you think Bieber ends up? Yankees, Baltimore. Yankees or Baltimore? Baltimore really needs starting pitching. Do you think we'll pick up another veteran reliever? Sadly, no. I wish they would, but no. Browns succeed if they stop. Yes, I agree with you. Brad Doherty, NIL ruining college football? I don't think so, Irish Law. I like it, actually. I think it opens up to more things. I think it's actually going to even out. There's two things that I'm very excited about for college football. College basketball, too, but college football. NIL things, I think it's going to even it out over time. And I'm telling you, once the playoff gets expanded next year, it's going to be great for the sport. I know you're a Ohio State fan, but how do you think Penn State will do this year? It's all about the quarterback out of Cleveland, and Franklin didn't even announce the starter. Penn State's got a tough schedule. I believe they start off the year against West Virginia, and then they have a few hills and valleys after that. They have to play in Columbus this year. Penn State, if they had a quarterback, they're in top five. They're just the kid out of Cleveland. That's another team. They didn't announce him as a starter. Where does Ohtani go? I think he stays in L.A. What's your favorite color? It's actually red. I do love the color red. Black or red? Who could we get for Baltimore from Bieber? I need to look at the roster. I need to look at the prospects. I don't have anybody off the top of my head. But I know I think Baltimore's a big consideration. They need starting pitching. West Virginia stinks, though, but still it's West Virginia. West Virginia's better than Indiana. NFL dark horse this year. A dark horse. Who do I think could really win that's going to surprise people? The Browns? Wouldn't that be great? Who is a dark horse? I don't know if I got one this year. I see. I think all it's Cavs. I think it's a chalk walk. There's always one though. Maybe. I don't know. See, I don't have one this year. I usually do. I don't have that sexy team this year. I'm trying to think again if I have one team. Really don't. I like all the teams that are favorites. Hopefully the Browns are that team. If you love high school football, Andy, you must and should go to Massillon. I went to the University of Toledo, Jay Dizzle. I roomed with guys from Massillon and Canton McKinley. Know far too much about that rivalry. I went to Bishop Watterson. I love high school rivalries and that stuff. Home of Paul. Yes, Paul Brown, the birth of everything. World Series winner this year, the Braves, and it's going to really be annoying. The Braves, Rangers, or Astros. I think those are the best three teams by far. I haven't seen the Dodgers enough. We're going to see them in a few weeks, so maybe the Dodgers get out of there. I think the Braves are just a machine. We'll see, A-Train. We'll see. I don't know much about the quarterback at Penn State. Colts? No way. Colts stink, T. West. Ugh. Broncos? Really? With Sean Payton calling out coaches? I don't want the Broncos to be good. Todd Allen going to... I love Todd. The Commanders? I'll put your money on them on FanDuel. See, I love Todd. Todd works for me. Is this season a wash for who? For the Guardians? No. I don't agree with the Denver dark horse thing. I don't think Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are going to work as much as people think they do. In fact, I think you see the stress already, Sean Payton trying to win. This year, I think the Super Bowl could be. Yeah, I think the Eagles are on their way, too. Do your children only root for Cleveland teams? I have 3 kids. My oldest kid, against my will, and it drives me crazy, my oldest son, Jackson, who I love. I love Jackson. Cheers for every team I hate. So he's a Chiefs fan or a Dolphins fan. They both are vomiting awful. He doesn't have any other sport. He loves football. My middle son, Cameron, and I, who you see on here time to time, breathes and loves Cleveland sports. He cries. He gets upset. He's just like I was growing up. And my little boy loves the Guardians, loves the Cavs. He doesn't understand the Browns. I got to flip him. He does like the Browns, but he doesn't love the Browns. He tells me all the time, he goes, I like the Browns. I don't love the Browns. I'm doing just an Ask Andy Anything cram. Jags are a dark horse. I don't think they're a dark horse overall, Irish. They made the playoffs last year. Like a dark horse would be the Titans, but the Titans aren't going to make the playoffs. I don't know if I have one. I'm trying to think if there's like one team. Let me flip real quick. You want a dark horse? Maybe the Lions, but the Lions a dark horse? I'll go crazy. I don't like any of these teams. Falcons. There you go, Falcons. Falcons are probably going to win the South. You think Manzardo will be good for us? God, I hope so. LB Browns are asking a great question. November. We're getting married. My fiance and I are getting married on Wednesday in the first week of November. Back in time for the Browns game. She is a great fiance. She puts up with me. She watches every game with me. She's become a Guardians fan and a Cavs fan. She doesn't get the Browns. Zay Flowers in Baltimore, unfortunately, look really good. Jack, I don't believe in Baltimore. I think Baltimore can fizzle out as the year goes on, but they have talent. They have OBJ. They obviously have Lamar Jackson. When was the last great game Watson played? In 2020. Will we win week 1? Yes, we will, A-Train. Of course. We're going to stomp and throw the kitty cats around like a rag doll. Ragdoll. We own them. Own them. They are lucky they won last year. Lucky. Lucky. We threw the ball on 4th and 1 with Jacoby Brissett. That's not happening this year. Do you think we still have a shot to win the division? Yeah. The Twins are losing 7-0 to Cardinals. Everything's fine. Are we going over 33 points combined the Hall of Fame game tomorrow? No, under. Cade York better make his kicks. Go to BelieveInTheLand.com. We do all sorts of great articles about the teams. I do one every day. Go to BelieveInTheLand.com. Sign up for the newsletter. I'm giving away tickets to Commanders and Browns. 2 pairs of 2. Least favorite team in pro sports? Gosh. Broncos, Bulls, Marlins, Yankees, White Sox. I hate the White Sox. Steelers. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Ravens. All those teams I hate. I'll give it to the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Broncos. I hate the Bulls. Hate the Bulls. Hate Michael Jordan. Hate John Elway. Don't like him. Don't care. It's all fandom stuff. But will never cheer for those teams. Steelers are the worst. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Ravens. Ugh. Those are teams I hate. I hate the White Sox. I hate the Yankees. Hate the Bulls. Kitty Cats. Meow. Myles Garrett, I think, has already got a sack on Burrow and a strained calf. I think he's got 2 sacks. Let me check. The Twins has hit a 3-run shot. After the Browns, who will you root for? I'm being honest, Irish Law, no one. When the Browns moved away, I could not root for anybody. I only love the Browns. It's sick. It's a problem. I do not like any other NFL team. The only team I have sympathy for are the Bills because I like, they kind of remind me of Browns fans. So the Bills, but I don't cheer for the Bills. But I don't dislike the Bills. I don't like when the Bills and Browns play. They're the only other team. But again, I don't root for them. I cannot root for any other team. I am that guy. I am that crazy. Can't do it. When the Browns moved away, I tried cheering for the Bears, the Colts. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Lion sympathy? A touch. Not really. Not really. I actually had a touch of sympathy for the Pistons back in the 80s as they beat Michael Jordan. Art right now, the greatest. Yeah, Jay Dizzle. Art Modell is one of the worst. What he did, he has caused so much pain in our lives, Art Modell. I don't know how Jimmy's doing. I haven't talked to Jimmy in a year or two. I hope Jimmy's doing okay. Jimmy's a good man. I hope Jim Donovan's doing okay. Good dude. He is the real deal, Holyfield. Same guy on the mic as he is. All-time worst. All right. Your top 3 hitting Cleveland outfielders in the past 10 years. Past 10 years? Well, I was going to say, is it Encarnacion? I guess he's not an outfielder. Was J. Ram ever an outfielder? Yeah, we don't have very power outfielders. I know what you're saying. God, you have to really think about that. It's not good. It's bad. Yeah, there's no power. You win because I started thinking about it. I'm like, God, there is no top 3 hitting outfielders. We've really never done well with outfielders. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Whoo, whoo. Let's do a couple more and then say goodnight. Go to BelieveInLand.com. It's a wonderful website with all sorts of articles, all sorts of different things. Jay Bruce was great in 2017. God, he was great. He was only there for a cup of coffee, but he was great. Beaver the Mets, get Alfonso. Albert Bell. Albert Bell, though, was not 10 years ago. Albert Bell was back in the 90s. You want to go back to the 90s? It's easy. It's Bell. It's Lofton. Lofton was a power guy, but even he had more power. And obviously Ramirez. Yeah, I was going to say, Sizemore Brantley. Brantley was really good. Forget about Brantley because he was hurt so much. Sizemore really wasn't a power guy. Sizemore was gone by 2011. I hope you're right. Favorite Cavs coach of all time? Yeah, Lenny Wilkins. I love Tyrone Lue. Tyrone Lue was really nice to me after Believe Land, so I like Tyrone Lue. Go to BelieveInTheLand.com. Final question. We're going to take one more and we're going to go. BelieveInLand.com. Great articles. Sign up for the newsletter. If you sign up, we're giving away 2 tickets, 2 pairs of 2 to the Commanders-Browns game. And then finally, Brewfest in Lorraine. Go to brewfestwd.com for tickets. Go Guards, go Browns, Irish. Go Cavs, too. One more question. Then we're going to go night-night. Got to do some work. No more? Going once, going twice. Have a good night. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a pregame show with Tony Camino, who's a new writer we got for Believe in the Land. Check it out. And again, go to BelieveInTheLand.com. Free tickets. Thanks for having a good time with it. I always ask Andy. Thanks to the Halls who created this. Watson is back. I hope you're right, Connor. I hope you're right. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys all tomorrow for Brownies Jets.